Hey foodies, Christina Conrad here, Foodie with a Life, and today we're going to be making dark chocolate date truffles. So the base of this is not any type of dairy, it's actually dates. So you're going to buy a whole date, and then they come with this little pit, and you're going to just take the pit out, throw it away, and you're going to do that to 1.5 cups of dates. So there we go. So here we have 1.5 cups of dates, and we're just going to put this into the food processor. Perfect. And this is a sticky mess, so just make peace with it. Have a wet towel next to you. And we'll put in about 5 tablespoons of Dutch cocoa powder. The more chocolate, the better. And add a pinch of salt. So this is almond meal, so you can use that, or you can use just plain old oats. So just a couple tablespoons of this, and this gives it a really nice, rich flavor, and it also acts as a little bit of a binder. And then we're gonna do a couple drops of an almond extract, and this is totally optional. If you have it, awesome. Usually I end up buying these big bottles and I'm just trying to put it somewhere to get rid of it. Everything is in the food processor, and then you just want a little bit of water because you need to make it into a little bit more of a paste. So we're just going to add some water, and then you just start playing with the consistency. So we're going to put it on low. Let's check it out. Woo! Let me grab my spoon here. Yeah, so it's pretty creamy. It has a really nice consistency. Get a little, all the goods here. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little bit of pistachios and some chocolate chips just because I love them so much. So let's do it. So this, I really like to have a little bit of crunch. And so not only is it creamy and rich, but it also has you kind of get a little bite when you bite into it. And this, I don't want to puree into it, I just want to break them up a little bit. So that part is done. We want to roll the date truffles with some raw cocoa powder. So we're going to take some more cocoa powder. And to that, we're going to add some of the pistachios, a little bit of sea salt, some cinnamon, and we'll just give it a little mix here. All right, time to get messy. You're going to take your teaspoon, you're going to roll the ball up. And again, it doesn't matter how big you make it, it's totally up to you. You're going to roll it in some of this cocoa powder and just form it. All right, one is done. And so you'll do that with the rest of this batter. And then I like to put it in the fridge. I mean, you can eat it right now, let's be honest, but I like to put it in the fridge, and it gets just a little bit more, just gives it a little bit more consistency, so it's not so much like batter, and it's more, has the consistency of like a typical truffle. And then these pistachios that we put in here into the cocoa powder mix, sometimes I like to stuff them into the date so you can get like a little bite in the middle. So I'm going to do this to all of the dates. So now that our dates are all rolled up, don't forget it. Like with any baking experience, you always gotta lick the spoon. They're so good. So I'll make these, just keep them in the fridge for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days if they make it that long. Otherwise, throw them in the fridge before you bring them to a party or, you know, bachelorette party or whatever. Just have them be a little bit cool, and then the consistency has less of a dough-like quality. And then I just garnished it with some fresh raspberries. Foodies, from my kitchen to yours. Serve it up.
Down off the drop.